Hey there smartphone fans, welcome back to Smartphone Wars, and I think you probably watched my initial review of the Mi A2 when I got it, but now it's time to dig deeper. I'm going to show you a full Mi A2 gaming and battery drain review, concentrating on popular titles like LIneage 2 Revolution, the new Asphalt 9 that just came out, and naturally I wouldn't miss PUBG Mobile. So if you want to know everything about battery drain and gaming on the Mi A2, keep watching, and as always, you'll find out. So what do you do most of the time on your phone? You watch YouTube videos. So my first and perhaps the best battery drain test for any phone is I'm going to play an hour's worth of YouTube videos at 60% brightness with sound at full HD resolution stretched out and see how much battery it's drained. So we're starting off at 85% battery, and after an hour, let's check how the battery is doing. We're down to 65%, which means the battery is good for 5 hours of streaming YouTube videos. That is not super impressive. It's okay, but definitely not impressive. Moving on. Don't know if you're familiar, this is a Snapdragon 660 device with a 3000 mAh battery. On idle, if you just pick the phone up and you haven't used it, the temperatures for the CPU around 40 degrees and the battery is around 35-36 degrees. Now enters the heavy 3D gaming part. And first up, I'm going to be playing LIneage 2 Revolution, which is a massive multiplayer online game or MMO, and is powered by the Unreal 4 engine, which is a PC engine. This game has really good graphics. It's one of the best looking games on Android, and I've cracked it up almost to the max on the Mi A2 because I think the Snapdragon 660 can handle it, and I know it can. So what you see here is actual loading time. I got like a 5 GHz Wi-Fi at home, so internet speed should be as good as you can get around anywhere. So I'm literally free from lag if there is nothing from the server. So the game loads really fast compared to other $300 devices, especially compared to Snapdragon 636 devices. And as you can see, the graphics are gorgeous and the frame rate is actually very smooth. There's a few skipped frames here and there, but overall the gameplay is smooth. Now, I'm not just going to show you walking around. This is a heavy combat that I'm doing here with a lot of enemies at once. There's plenty of effects, plenty of special skills I'm using, and as you can see, the chip and the phone barely falters, so the frame rate is very stable. LIneage 2 is good to play even in the high settings with the Mi A2, and this is something really nice. But what about battery consumption and heat dissipation for the device? I'm gonna let the auto questing run on this game for around 30 minutes, which means that my guy will just go around killing enemies and stuff like that. And after 30 minutes, I pick up the phone, and my first impression is the phone is hot on the back. I'm talking about not like melting hot, but hot. I don't want to like measure degrees and stuff like that, because nobody picks up their phone and says, it's 55 degrees. This means it's hot. No, you feel hot to the touch, not hot pointing a scientific tool measuring the temperature. So the phone feels hot, and the battery drain is not phenomenal. You can get maximum 2.5 hours on a full battery playing this. Now when I go and check the thermals, they don't seem that bad. They seem around 56-57 degrees, but the battery temperature is high. It's around 46 degrees. And the phone next to the fingerprint scanner is really hot. So I don't recommend you gaming more than 30-40 minutes playing really heavy games without breaks. So next up, I'm playing the latest Asphalt game, which is Asphalt 9, cranked all the way to the maximum. This game has gorgeous graphics. It's the best looking racing game on Android right now. It just got released last week, but the controls are not to my liking because they kind of like force you to use a on-rails controlling scheme, which is baloney. Do not use the other word. And if you want to use the touchscreen controls for left and right, it's really stupid because you have to just press in the middle part of the screen, because you press on the either on the left or on the right side, you activate the nitro. So this game's controls require patching. The graphics are amazing though, and this is what I am currently testing here, graphics and how the game runs on the Mi A2. Just check out this amazing looking game. This is close to PS or PlayStation 4 level of graphics. This is amazing console quality game graphics we're seeing on a $300 mobile here, and as you can see, the game runs really good. I'm not saying perfect frame rate, but definitely fully playable and competitively playable on this device. So the Mi A2 and the Snapdragon 660 are really good for playing Asphalt 9. No problems, top tracks, really a lot of players at the time, collisions, effects, no major slowdowns. But then again, this is a racing game, so you don't do more than 7-8 minutes at a track at a time. So it's not really good for measuring battery life and heat dissipation, because between races, the chip has time to cool down before it loads the next race. So this is where we go to PUBG Mobile. And as you can see, I've cranked the settings as high as it's allowing me without third-party software. That's right, I don't use third-party software, and 99% of the guys who play this game don't use it. So I want to show a general user experience. I don't want to show routing and stuff like that. HD graphics with high frame rate mode, and I've disabled anti-aliasing for it. This is really stressing. This is another Unreal 4 engine game like LIneage 2 Revolution, and it's a huge open world with a huge map. It's a sandbox title. It's like King of the Hill. You know what PUBG Mobile is. You've played PUBG probably on your PC. Tencent Games actually recently released a light version of PUBG Mobile, so you have an older phone, you can still play that, but without all the graphical goodies. Speaking about graphical goodies, the game looks really good in these settings, and it runs great on the Mi A2 and the Snapdragon 660. One of the scenes where you usually have lots of frame rate issues is here, when you're actually close to the ground and everything is like really, all the details are popping out. I didn't see any slowdown or like minor skip frames here from the Mi A2 and the Snapdragon 660, and I was able to make a almost perfect landing where I wanted to land. What about actual gunfights, where you want to see how the chip performs? Well, I can tell you it performs great. There's almost no frame drops, there's no real slowdowns, so the Snapdragon 660 and the Mi A2 on the HD settings with high frame rate mode run great, and you can competitively play PUBG Mobile on this phone, use it as a gaming device freely, and I can say that about a lot of $300 devices on the market today. You can buy the Mi A2 from the link in the description below, subscribe for more videos like this, check out my other reviews, check out my initial Mi A2 review if you haven't watched that, and stay tuned for my full-blown camera review coming up next week, and of course the full-blown review for the Mi A2 as well. This has been Stephen Fox, peace out.